The following is a question and answer session given by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj on February 21st, 2014 in Sridham, Mayapur. The question and answer session was given to the ISKCON Leadership Sangha.
Pangolanghayatekanem Yatkit Bahataman Rande Sigrantinthainam Paramanandamadavam Sri Chaitanyeswaram Hariom Tat Sat. So before we get into the question and answers,
before we get into the question and answers,
I'd like to just give some background.
I would like to give some background
on that the GDC was listing what things were important for the mission.
The GBC were listing what things were important for the mission.
And they came up with 6 areas.
They came up with 6 areas.
And one of those was outreach and preaching.
And one of those was outreach and preaching.
Later, that was divided into 2.
Later, that was divided into 2.
Devotee care and outreach.
And outreach.
And later, the devotee care, it grew to be a very big objective.
Later, the devotee care grew to be a very big objective.
Dealing with various levels of devotee care.
Then there were various levels of devotee care.
The level of spiritual care,
the level of spiritual care,
emotional
care, physical care, social care.
So, with all these areas, then they put together seminars which I hope you'll then enjoy.
So with all these different things, they put together various seminars which all of you have been enjoying. I hope.
Now, the hardest thing, maybe one of the things that everybody can do.
One of the things that everybody can do,
which is the hardest thing, is to treat each other in a mood of proper care. In our talk show, at the end, some people question that good people were dealt with harshly by their leaders. And as a result, they left. And we lost them. So Prabhupada had said that to make one devotee takes buckets of blood.
Prabhupada had said that to make one devotee takes buckets of blood.
We should be very careful to keep the devotees.
We should be very careful to keep the devotees.
So that involves the proper mood of devotee care.
So that involves the proper mood of devotee care.
That being unnecessarily harsh,
We should not be unnecessarily harsh.
we should, if we find that some devotee is not fitting into our place, then we should discuss maybe a better alternative.
If we find that some devotee is not fitting in our place, then we should discuss some better alternative.
Not just show him or her the door,
Not to show him or her the door,
but rather in a mood of trying to help the devotee
rather in a mood of trying to help the devotee
to find out where the devotee might be better placed,
to find out where the devotee might be better placed,
to make some phone calls,
to make some phone calls,
to genuinely be a friend of the devotee.
to genuinely be a friend of the devotee.
Even though that particular devotee may not be very suited for your temple.
Even though that particular devotee may not be very suited for your temple.
Or if you have to talk to someone,
Or if you have to talk to someone,
to talk with the respect.
talk with respect.
And I think some people it's better if they're elder or they're
Maybe
sensitive.
some people may be elder or they're sensitive.
Then speak to them in private
Then speak to them in private
and don't embarrass them in front of other people.
and don't embarrass them in front of other people.
And when they see that you are dealing sensitively with them,
And when they see that you are dealing sensitively with them,
they appreciate.
they will appreciate.
One day, Anuttama Prabhu,
One day, Anuttama Prabhu,
our communications minister,
our communications minister,
all of a sudden, he told us,
all of a sudden, he told us,
turn to someone next to you,
turn to someone next to you,
tell them one thing you appreciate,
tell them one thing you appreciate,
then tell them one thing you don't appreciate,
then tell them one thing you don't appreciate
and that person,
to that person, about that person,
and then follow it up
and then follow it up
with another appreciation
with another appreciation
of something, of some quality they have.
of some quality that they have.
So y'all did that,
So we all did that,
and someone did it to us also.
and someone did that to us also.
And if you sandwich your complaint in between two praises,
So if you sandwich your complaint in between two praises,
it's a lot easier to swallow.
it is a lot easier to swallow.
So little things like that,
So little things like that,
learning how to listen, learning how to listen.
learning how to listen.
I said body language is very important.
They say that body language is very important.
If you cross your arms,
If you cross your arms like that,
or you're talking about, yes, yeah,
or you're talking on the mobile phone, yes, yes,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
What did you say?
What did he say?
I'm paying attention. Then the person thinks, he's not listening, he don't care about me.
Then the person thinks, he's not listening to me, he doesn't care about me.
So care begins from small things,
So care begins with small things.
and then of course there's all these other cares, spiritual care, emotional care, physical care.
So then there are other kinds of cares like spiritual care, emotional care, physical care.
Now you can see physical care, helping someone to leave their body, have a hospice.
So physical care, like for example, somebody is about to leave the body, then we have a hospice.
Or someone's sick, so you need medical help.
Or someone is sick and they need medical help,
And you help to arrange that.
and you help to arrange that.
All these things are there.
All these things are there.
But if in between
If in between,
you don't deal with the devotees,
if you don't deal with the devotees
in a sensitive, proper manner, careful manner,
in a sensitive and careful manner,
they don't really feel as good about everything,
they don't feel
as good about.
as good about that.
So anyway, this is your time
Anyway, this is your time
to ask questions.
to ask questions.
Who has a written question ready?
Okay, if you have your questions ready, there's a mic there.
Hare Krishna. Guru Maharaj, I wanted to know, you mentioned about the culture of care. Sometimes when devotees whom we are cultivating, they ask us questions which basically, exposes that the kind of things I am struggling from, or things which are challenging to me in my spiritual life and other things. What normally happens is that the conditioning is we try to, pat them down, don't ask this kind of questions, or, we discourage them. So how should we actually handle this situation, Guru Maharaj?
If you have more of a handle on that problem,
More than what you can handle.
more
More than what you can
a handle,
If you have more of a handle on that problem,
then you can tell whatever you know.
then you can tell whatever you know.
But if you're struggling with the same problem,
But if you are struggling with the same problem,
but you don't want to really broadcast it,
but if you don't want to really broadcast it,
just say, I'll take your question later,
just say that I'll take your question later.
and then call them over and say, you can do this either publicly or privately. It depends on the issue.
You can either do that publicly or privately, depends on the issue.
But ask the person to appreciate more. You say, I'm also like to get the same answer. I would like to get the same answer.
I would like to get the same answer. What is before that?
That you will endear that person more
Okay.
by being sincere.
You can endear that person more by being sincere.
Let's go to the next higher authority and find out.
Let's go to the next higher authority and find out.
Or you can tell the person, I'll answer your question tomorrow.
Or you tell them, I'll answer your question tomorrow.
I'd like to be sure about the answer.
I would like to be sure about the answer.
And you go and speak to your authority
And then you go and speak to your authority
and get the answer.
and get the answer.
And you go to the next day you're ready to tell that person.
Next day you go and tell that person.
When he was sent out in 1968, to sell back to Godheads.
In 1968, we used to sell back to Godheads.
And it's very common that people would ask us questions.
And it was very common that people would ask us questions.
Since I was a new devotee of 2 or 3 months, sometimes they would ask such questions.
Sometimes they would ask such questions
and I didn't have the answer.
that I didn't have the answers.
I told them, see me tomorrow.
So I would tell them, see me tomorrow.
I'll find out.
I'll find out.
And I'll tell you.
And I'll tell you.
Now, nobody took it exception that I said, I'll find out and I'll tell you tomorrow.
Nobody took exception to that I said that I'll find out and tell you tomorrow.
Because when tomorrow came, by that time, either by study or by inquiry, I got the answer.
So, by study and by inquiry, by the next day I got the answer.
And I was ready to tell that person. I'll tell the person the answer.
So then I was ready to go and tell the person the answer.
The
worst thing
is to bluff.
Is to
bluff. They catch you.
They can catch it. Okay. Should I answer next question?
And if you have the same problem, how would you feel if you were put down?
How would you feel if you were put down?
So, treat others as you would like to be treated.
So please treat others like how you would like to be treated.
Or Lord Chaitanya said, Apni acharya dharma shigo.
So Lord Chaitanya said, Apni acharya dharma shikao.
Teach by your own example.
Teach by your own example.
So what they learn from you is what they will do. What they learn from you.
What they learn from you is what they will do.
What example you show.
What example you show.
You put them down.
If you put them down,
then they may also grow up and put the next person down.
They may also grow up and put the next person down.
And that's our culture.
That's our culture.
Put people down.
Put people down.
Down, down.
Down, down.
Shut up, don't ask me.
Shut up, don't ask me anymore.
Work more, talk less.
Work more, talk less. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
May I ask about the differences in care for different categories of devotees, especially brand new people who walk into the temple as compared to long-standing devotees?
I don't know particularly if it's divided up like that.
I don't know particularly if it is divided up like that.
Obviously, a new person would have lots of questions.
Obviously, a new person would have lots of questions.
So they need a lot of spiritual care, maybe emotional care.
They may need a lot of spiritual care or emotional care.
Or someone who has been for many, many years.
But someone who has been for many, many years.
They may need more physical care.
They may need more physical care.
And not so intense spiritual care, but everybody needs something. Not so intense
spiritual care,
but something.
not so intense spiritual care for long-standing devotees, but something they may need.
Everybody needs a little care.
Everybody needs a little care. Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
We appreciate your emphasis on care for the devotees. Would you speak about practical protection for mothers? For example, if there is a parikrama at night, what is the etiquette for protecting the mothers, even though we want to maintain no loose association between men and women?
This is not in Mayapur.
Maybe this is not about Mayapur.
Mayapur doesn't have night parikramas.
Mayapur does not have night parikramas.
By the afternoon, everybody's in their camp.
By the afternoon, everybody is in their camp.
And sometimes, I don't know, I've never been on the Vrindavan parikrama.
I remember being on the
No, I never went.
I never went on the Vrindavan parikrama.
So I don't know how that's set up.
So I don't know how is that set up.
So we have in Mayapur, we have some men and guards.
In Mayapur, we have some guards,
Men
who
come up in the end
come up at the end
just to see that there are no ladies, no people left behind.
men who come up at the end to see that there are no ladies, no children left behind.
And if needed, they put in the ambulance or some car.
If needed, they put them on some ambulance or some car.
Then there's a whole security staff
Then there is a whole security staff
at the campsites and some police also.
and some police also.
I'm trying to think where this applies. And in my experience, I can't think of it anywhere.
I think that this might suffice. In my experience, I can't think of anything else. Okay, next question. If a devotee is feeling that he is not being cared by his authority, in such a case, what should such a devotee do?
Of course, here they don't say resident to DDC or devotee to resident. They say authority to authority. But say it's a devotee to his temple president.
Say if there's a devotee who is a temple president.
So, depending on your relationship with the president,
If any of the devotees,
depending
depending on the relationship with the president,
you could very respectfully ask the president,
you could very respectfully ask the president
how I can feel more comfortable with you,
how I can feel more comfortable,
and say what your problem is.
and say what your problem is.
But if you don't think that he'll be receptive or he's not receptive,
So if you feel, however, if you feel that he may not be receptive, or if he is not receptive,
you could talk with your local GDC
then you could talk with your local GBC
and see if he can talk to the president.
And see if he can talk to the president.
A local zonal supervisor, local secretary,
A local
zonal secretary.
Zonal secretary or supervisor, see if he can talk to the president.
Otherwise, you can talk to your guru.
Otherwise, you can talk to your guru.
And the guru can see what should be done.
And the guru can see what should be done.
He should not, he should respect the local authorities.
The guru should respect the local authorities.
But he has a right to make some inquiries.
But he has the right to raise some inquiries.
And to speak something.
And to speak something.
And if it's serious, that somehow the devotee is being mistreated or dealt with impractically,
so somehow if the devotee is being mistreated or dealt with improperly,
if you think that you can do better in some other temple,
that you can do better in some other temple,
you can ask for a transfer.
You can ask for a transfer.
And say, I want to go to that temple.
And say that I want to go to that temple.
Now there's no laws either how to do this or to prevent it.
So there are no laws how to do this or to prevent it.
But there's no reason you can't change a temple.
But there is no reason why you cannot change your temple.
If someone's a temple resident.
If someone is a temple resident.
If they're a congregation.
If they're a congregation.
It's a whole different story.
Then it's a whole different story. Why do devotees leave ISKCON community? Is it because of lack of care from leaders? From Shubhangi Devidasi.
There may be many reasons.
There may be many reasons.
And one of them may be not getting sufficient care.
And one of them may be not getting sufficient care.
But or the care they were expecting.
Maybe the care that they were expecting.
But there may be a number of reasons.
There may be a number of reasons.
There's a story by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada.
There is a story by Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada
where one master,
a landlord, he would treat his servants a bit harshly. He would treat his servants a bit harshly.
So they all left him.
So they all
left him.
So
he asked someone,
how can I keep the servant?
How can I keep the servants?
And
a friend advised him.
And his friend advised him,
feed them fine rice. And very good prasadam.
Very good prasadam.
So he did that.
Then
his servant left him.
Still his servant left him.
And the friend, my servant left.
And he went to the friend and said, my servant left.
All right, he'll be back.
Don't worry, he'll be back.
Sure enough, after a few days, he was back.
It turned out that after a few days, he was back.
So he asked his friend, you're right.
So he asked this man, so you're back?
No. He asked his friend.
So he asked his friend.
That you were right.
You were right.
The servant came back.
The servant came back.
What's the secret?
What's the secret?
He said, outside, you don't get fine rice, all those nice prasad.
So outside, you won't get fine rice and all that nice prasad.
So food.
Food.
So then that's why he came back.
So that's why I came back.
That's why he came back.
That's why he came back.
So he gave the example.
So we give that example.
Bhaktisiddhanta said
Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said
that the devotees, they have, if they're treated very nice,
so if the devotees are treated very nice,
they get natural respect from outside people.
they can't get that natural
They get natural respect
they get natural respect
from outside people.
from outside people.
There's a certain amount of pratishtha that comes naturally to devotees.
So there is a certain amount of pratishtha that comes naturally to devotees.
That's not against our principles.
That is not against our principles.
But it's desiring pratishtha. That's not what we should adopt.
So, but to desire pratishtha, that is not the mood we should adopt.
Now, so, of course, this applies in India. This applies in India.
This applies in India.
They treat sannyasis with respect.
They treat sannyasis with respect.
But in the West,
But in the West,
in some places,
in some places,
the devotees are persecuted
the devotees are persecuted
or tyrannized by the outside people.
or terrorized by the outside people.
So, it may not be the same.
So it may not be the same.
At least if they're treated very nice by the fellow devotees,
At least if they are treated very nice by their fellow devotees,
the likelihood of them coming back is very high.
the likelihood of them coming back is very high.
The questions are piling up.
The questions are piling up.
I have to give short answers.
I want to give short answers. I had been to many seminars in the last 6 days. I noticed that devotee care seems to be the need of the time. His Holiness Bhanuswami Maharaj was mentioning in his Harmonizing Lines of Authority seminar that the managers should implement a system of care to create harmony in the lines of authority. Also in outreach, they mentioned about non-devotee care, and in book distribution, contact, cultivation, book distribution, contact, cultivation and care. It's important. We all want to be caring to those under us. How do we get started? What things, symptoms that would say that a particular yatra is lacking in care? What things, symptoms that would say that a particular yatra is lacking in care? A leader may be thinking that he is caring in his own way. How to break this mindset?
That's why in the beginning
That is why in the beginning
of my class,
of my class,
on the devotee care day,
the devotee care day,
we had a verse.
we had a verse
How Krishna said,
how Krishna is saying
he does everything through his energies.
he does everything through his energies.
The only thing he does himself,
Only thing that he does himself
he takes care of his devotees.
is that he takes care of his devotees.
And he takes care even of the devotees of his devotees.
And he takes care even of the devotees of his devotees.
So if we understand how dear every devotee is to Krishna,
So if we understand how dear every devotee is to Krishna,
to Lord Chaitanya,
to Lord Chaitanya,
to Srila Prabhupada,
to Srila Prabhupada,
then how could he not be caring?
then how can we not be caring?
What else do we have to do?
What else do we have to do?
So we should not think I'm caring enough.
So we should not think that I'm caring enough.
We should think every day,
We should think every day,
what can I do more
what can I do more
to take care of these devotees under me?
to take care of these devotees nicely?
I was told as a Sankirtan leader
I was once told as a Sankirtan leader
that every night I should think,
that every night I should think,
I should think,
I should think
of each devotee in my party
of each devotee in my party
and what encouragement, what they need.
and what encouragement and what do they need.
And when I was the president, I was told the same thing.
When I was under the president, I was told the same thing.
When I was a president.
When I was a president, I was told the same thing.
In those days, Prabhupada, he would take care of us.
In those days, Prabhupada, he would take care of us.
So, like that, we should always think how we can do more care.
We should always think how we can give more care.
It's like some things I have not bhakti. I'm pure devotee.
You should not think, oh, I know about bhakti. I'm a pure devotee.
See, Radharani, she doesn't think she's reached it yet.
So, Radharani, she doesn't think that she has reached there yet.
She thinks I can still improve.
She thinks that I can still improve.
So, if she thinks she can improve,
If she thinks that she can improve,
what more should I say?
so what more should I say?
We should think we already have it. More.
So we should not think that we already have it over.
We're not even, Prabhupada said we're not pigs compared to these great devotees.
Prabhupada said that we are all figs compared to these great devotees.
But I'm not an insect on the pig.
I'm not even an insect on the fig. Sir.
I'm a vegetarian.
Do leaders create a culture of care or implement the culture of care practiced in ISKCON? This is by Dvija Gauranga Das.
Yes.
Yes.
Next question.
Next question.
Some leaders create the culture,
Some leaders create the culture
and some leaders follow the culture.
Some leaders follow the culture.
It's unfortunately, it's a new culture
It's a new culture
for some.
for some.
For some also. So, it's something that we all have to work on.
It is something that we all have to work on.
I can't proudly say that this is the predominant culture in Islam.
We cannot certainly say that this is the predominant culture in ISKCON.
But
gradually,
we hope that
there'll be
there's be more and more consciousness about this.
there would be more and more consciousness about this.
And what we're hearing from the previous question,
And what we're hearing in the previous question,
how Ramaswamy and
of Bhavanaswamy,
parallel lines, different seminars of different people,
different seminars of different people,
they're all talking about care.
they're all talking about care.
So that's the success of our committee members like Revati Raman and others.
So that is the success of our committee members like Revati Raman Prabhu and others.
Sometimes I see a letter in Mayapur, we have now 5,000 devotees.
In Mayapur, we now have 5,000 devotees. Sometimes I see a letter
Unnecessarily harsh.
unnecessarily harsh.
And there was one lady who was asked to leave for 6 months.
There is once a lady who was asked to leave for 6 months.
She had done something wrong
She had done something wrong
in their eyes.
in their eyes.
So when they wrote this letter,
But they wrote this letter,
you come and get your stuff.
you come and get your stuff.
Otherwise, if you don't come in 30 days,
Otherwise, if you don't come in 20 days,
I'll throw it on the street.
we'll throw it on the street.
Why?
Why?
I said, you don't put it in a garbage bag, those plastic bags, and keep it somewhere else.
So if she doesn't come in 20 days, pack it up in some bags and keep it somewhere.
Don't throw things on the street.
Don't throw things on the street.
Why would you like that to happen to you?
Would you like it if that happened to you?
Anyway, then someone else has to clean up the mess on the street.
So who's going to clean up the mess on the street?
So they apologized and wrote a new letter.
So then they changed it and wrote a new letter.
This is a couple of years ago.
This is a couple of years ago.
And then they promised we'll never write such letters again.
And then they promised that we will never write such letters again.
So it's an ongoing process.
So this is an ongoing process. How or from where do you gather so much feelings and you have such a heart to care for the whole ISKCON society? So many devotees, for so many devotees.
I was cared for by Prabhupada.
I was cared for by Prabhupada.
And I see how Krishna cares for his devotees.
And I see how Krishna cares for his devotees.
So, if someone is worth dying for,
If there is someone who's worth dying for,
such any devotee, if you held that devotee to be killed by a tiger or by a armed robber,
so if we see that some devotee is about to be killed by a tiger or an armed robber,
you go to help that devotee.
if you go to help that devotee,
Even if you die,
even if you die,
you'll let God in.
you go back to Godhead.
I think if someone's worth dying for,
So if there is someone worth dying for,
then why not try to give care?
so why not try to give care? How should we respond to a temple president that says that he does not care about what people or devotees think of him, that he is there to do a job, and that is what matters?
He should understand what his job is. He should understand what his job is.
He should understand what his job is.
The job is that he should care for the devotee.
His job is that he should care for the devotees.
He should see that they're properly engaged.
He should see that they're properly engaged.
That he has to represent all the spiritual masters.
That he has to represent all the spiritual masters.
The whole parallel lines thing falls through if the local manager has a callous attitude like this.
The whole parallel line things falls apart if the local leader has an attitude like this. Isn't it a contradiction to speak of devotee care? Because devotees are very dear to Krishna, yet they are not cared for. Why is their care dependent on ISKCON leaders? Why isn't Krishna not directly caring for his devotees?
Krishna takes care of his devotees.
Krishna takes care of his devotees
in a number of ways.
In a number of ways.
He may take care through the local leaders.
Through the local leaders.
And they have provided enough facilities.
He may provide enough facilities.
And the leaders, they're supposed to be representatives of the deity.
They're supposed to be representatives of the deity.
Representatives of Krishna.
Representatives of Krishna.
So naturally, they have the opportunity to represent Krishna and caring for these devotees.
So naturally, they have the opportunity to represent Krishna in caring for these devotees.
And we don't think of ourselves as devotees.
We don't think of ourselves as devotees.
We don't claim that we should deserve that Krishna comes down and cares for us.
We don't think that we deserve that Krishna comes down and care for us.
But we want to care for Krishna. We want to see that Krishna's senses are pleased.
We want to see that Krishna's senses are pleased.
That's the process of bhakti.
That is the process of bhakti.
If you think like that, then Krishna reciprocates. He'll think about you.
He'll take care of you.
But if you think, I should be taken care of by Krishna,
then I should be taken care of by Krishna.
I'm such a great devotee.
I'm such a great devotee.
You're not thinking about Krishna.
You're not thinking about Krishna.
You're thinking about yourself.
You're thinking about yourself.
So why should Krishna help you?
So why should Krishna come to you?
I'm told time is up. So otherwise, there are many answers to this question.
I gave you some answers. Otherwise, there are many answers to that question. If a devotee has committed an immoral or criminal act, how can we punish with care? If we are too merciful, we may risk losing trust. If we are too hard, the person may not understand. What is the balance?
We have to take the actions.
We have to take actions.
But we can do that until the devotee understands that we care for the devotee, we love the devotee, but we don't love his acts. We don't appreciate his activities.
We can always we can always take actions in such a way that we show that we have to take action that we don't appreciate the acts.
One devotee that did something wrong.
If there's some devotee that did something wrong,
and then they called in a psychologist.
Then they called the psychologist
to do a test.
To do a test.
So the devotee was basically in denial.
So this devotee was basically in denial.
And then the psychologist said, write down all the people that you hurt.
The psychologist said, write down all the people that you have hurt.
Right. I hurt this person.
I hurt this person.
How you hurt them.
I hurt. Okay. Write down.
And so, pretty soon had a whole page of people that by his acts he hurt.
So pretty soon there is a whole page full of list of people whom he had hurt.
Then he realized
the
gravity of what he did.
The gravity of what he did.
So sometimes wrongdoers, they have a way of mentally thinking, it's not my fault.
So sometimes wrongdoers, they have a way of mentally thinking, that is not my fault.
So it's like disciplining a child.
So this is like being a child.
Disciplining a child.
It's like disciplining a child.
That if you lose your temper, a child will tend not to respect you.
The child will tend not to respect you.
But if you rather reason that this person is worse than you, this thing is, you have done something wrong, and then whatever the punishment is.
So, but if you reason with the child, okay, this, you've done something wrong, so then whatever the punishment is,
this varies in the centuries, one country to the next.
There may be various considerations from one country to the next.
But if you do it very coolly,
but if you do it very coolly,
or your anger is contained,
if your anger is contained,
then the child has a better chance.
The child has a better chance
to respect you.
Respect
what you're saying.
And they'll respect what you say.
Like that.
So like that, in the Vaishnava world, your holiness is known as the most expert in knowledge of Lord Chaitanya. The question is, did Lord Chaitanya have a set scheme or plan how to care for devotees? If so, what were they? Gauranga, Daruka Das, Brazil. His question is that did Lord Chaitanya have a set scheme or some plan for how to care for devotees? System. Did he already have a system? Did Lord Chaitanya have a system or plan for how to care for devotees? If so, what were they?
You see how Lord Chaitanya personally came and he saw the leper Vasudeva in Andhra Pradesh.
We can see how Lord Chaitanya personally came and saw the leper Vasudeva in Andhra Pradesh.
And he hugged him. And the leper was cured from leprosy. We saw
Chapla Gopal.
Told them that unless you're forgiven by Srivas,
and he told them that unless you are forgiven by Srivas,
who you offended, I can do nothing. So then they approached Srivas that you have to go and forgive Chapla Gopal.
So then he told Srivas that
some devotees.
So some devotees told Srivas that you have to forgive Chapala Gopal.
Me, I cannot be offended.
Me, I can't be offended.
I'm not a devotee.
I am not a devotee.
I'm lower than the lowest.
I am lower than the lowest.
I can't be offended. I'm not a devotee at all.
I cannot be offended. I am not a devotee at all.
And the friends don't listen to us. Kathadili. Lord Chaitanya thinks you are a devotee.
So the devotee said, Lord Chaitanya thinks that you are a devotee.
Let's stand that way. Unless you forgive Chapala Gopal, he is going to suffer.
So unless you forgive Chapala Gopal, he is going to suffer.
Do you want to cause the suffering of another person?
So do you want to cause the suffering of another person?
No.
No.
No, I don't want to suffer because of me.
No, I don't want anyone to suffer because of me.
Then you have to go and forgive him.
Then you have to go and forgive him.
Okay.
Okay. Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj. Mostly we are always talking about caring for devotees. Implementation in most of the centers is lacking. Old and sick devotees are neglected, crying for help where help is not given. Can we consider this caring society? How can we improve?
We're trying to
implement
caring facilities. We're trying to protect our old and sick. I mean, since my stroke in 2008.
Since my stroke in 2008,
get around in time, I need a wheelchair.
Around that time, I needed a wheelchair.
To get in time,
I
need a wheelchair.
I needed a wheelchair.
But in most temples,
they
don't have wheelchair access.
They don't have wheelchair access.
And things which are required. In some countries. Other countries. No lift, no wheelchair access.
So no wheelchair access.
Temple on the second floor.
You have to go. Temple is on the second floor.
So we have a way to go. We have a way to go.
So we have a way to go.
And we're not saying that we're there yet.
And we are not saying that we are there yet.
We're saying we want to be there.
We are saying that we want to be there.
We need your help.
We need your help.
Everybody's help.
Everybody's help.
Everybody can make a difference.
Everybody can make a difference.
You can make a difference.
You can make a difference.
Somebody comes to you.
If someone comes to you,
he says, "Prabhu, now tell us, I have no time.
Oh Prabhu, I have no time now. Hare Krishna.
Next, no time.
No time. Next time.
I just want to find out where's the toilet. I just want to find out where's the toilet.
I just want to find out where is the toilet.
Nine questions and no time. If your question was answered, and you give us your email on the question.
If your question wasn't answered, And if you give us your email on the question,
we can try to answer.
We can try to answer them.
Otherwise, what to do?
What to do?
Thank you all very much.
Thank you all very much
for your interest.
For your interest
in devotee care.
In devotee care.
And please, if there's any areas that you see need attention.
And if there are any areas that you see that need attention,
you can write us in confidence.
You can write to us in confidence.
To the DCC, the Devotee Care Committee.
To the DCC or Devotee Care Committee.
And we can see what programs we have for that thing. And
we could see what programs we have for that thing.
And if there's a facility near you.
And if there is a facility near you.
Or we can take it up with the authorities if it is something.
Then we could take it up with the authorities or something.
In confidence.
In confidence.
There's also an ombudsman in ISKCON.
There is also an ombudsman in ISKCON.
So you can raise your points.
So you can raise your points
to the ombudsman.
To the ombudsman.
And then ombudsman means he doesn't say who asked the question.
Ombudsman means he doesn't say who asked the question.
He can approach anyone, GBC, temple president.
He's going to approach whoever is the temple, GBC or temple president.
Anyone.
Anyone.
And ask them.
And ask them
appropriately about this problem.
And ask them appropriately about this problem.
Whatever it is.
Whatever it is.
So that's a system from the ISKCON Resolve.
So that's the system from ISKCON Resolve.
But there's also kind of a devotee care.
That's also a kind of devotee care.
I will.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.